judges, as some of them might not be here, to give
Okay.
their comments. So the floor is yours.
Okay, ma. Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maxon Victory, and I'm the lead team leader for Sativa Solutions. And right with me, Ode Cecilia, Hope Okoi, and Ai Akiba. We are Sativa Solutions. We are a team that came together to build Sativa Solutions. And Sativa Solutions actually came from the perspective when we discovered right in the Corona period and the pandemic period where things actually got inflated. Yes, in fact, the normal man food also got inflated. That is rice. Yes, the rice each and every person, almost each and every person eats in this part of the world became so inflated. And we noticed also that inflated quality reduced. Yes, not just quality reduced, quantity also reduced. Man could hardly afford rice. You could imagine the average salary of man is 15,000, and imagine how much a bag of rice is outside. A bag of rice, which I just did research of also from the normal place we buy rice. We discovered it was over 30,000, 35,000. So we at Sativa Solutions came and said, this is the normal man food. This is the food we all eat. This is the food you and I eat. We checked in things, and then we came as a team to also make sure that even though we could bring rice into those part of this world, and also we should make it reduced in price, not just only reduced in price, also to reach the quality it needs, because health is very important. Rather than we say, okay, we reduce quality. No, we at Sativa Solutions came and also we made rice of quality, and also we also make rice in good quantity. Thereby, we have our key partners. Our key partners are farmers around us. That's our key partners are farmers around us. Our key partners are also um there are also people that buy around us also. We have also organizations, we have government, we also have people around us. We have the farmers, we have the government, we have key key other factors. All right,
Hello,
thank
are
you.
you
So
there?
we also have local retailers, we have families. Yes, families, because just like I said from the scratch, everybody eats rice, right? We have food consultants. These are our food consultants in the sense that these are people that for that consult on food. So we have these people as our partners, and we have restaurant and food bloggers. Food bloggers are people who also educate people on food, because we've discovered that most people stay online. So most people want to see cheap things, and most people want to see quality things. So our key partners are people, are food bloggers online, which actually gives those people this information that we have quality and we have quantity rice for them. So our key activities in the community is providing training and resources to local retailers. Yes, these people who actually have shops, we provide resources for them, we provide training for them about them getting good rice. So we are not just only giving them the rice, like producing the rice and just giving to them. No, we are not doing that. We are making sure that these people are educated about the knowledge of good rice, storing good rice, and not just only storing good rice, like giving that to the end user. That's the families, right? So we educate them, we educate families. That's why we work with food bloggers. So we also host consumer forum for feedback and interaction. We interact with well, um, our investors. We also interact with the people to know, okay, we want to hear the feedback. We don't just want to just keep creating this rice and not just hearing the feedback of it. We want to hear the feedback. And so far, we have had good feedbacks in the past. And this feedback has also helped us to improve more and improve better. Our key resources are rice production space. Yes, we are for the physical. We also have what we call the POS systems that also helps us to, transact faster and better, because rice is something that we eat almost on a daily basis, if not to say on a daily basis. We eat rice on a daily basis. So we want to cause a fast transaction. So we have our key resources to our POS system. Also, we have productive space. We also have skilled employees and food advisors. Yes, these food advisors actually, just like I said, we always make sure we get feedbacks from community, we get feedback from the people around us. Exactly. We have these people in place that works with us. We have skilled employees. We have a resource employees. These people are top notch. We are working on a daily basis to make sure we keep serving our community, and not just only keep serving our community. We make sure that we get feedback, and not just only get the feedback and keep it. We get feedback and work on them. That's the place where our skilled employees are in also. And get people that also till the land for us, and so many more. So for the physical, we have our empowerment team and seed funding. Yeah, please, I will need the next slide. And the seed funding. So I've talked about our key partners. I've talked about our key activities. Exactly. Yeah, thank you very much, Ma. Okay, now we have our consumer relationship. We get, just like I said earlier, we make sure we speak to our customers to get feedback from them. We have, just like I said earlier, we have families, we have government officials, we have local retailers. We make sure we speak to those people to get feedback from them. So we always ensure we have what we call this customer relationship, get farm association. Not we know we are not the only one in this. So we meet at the farm association to know what is actually going on. Just like I said, while rice increased, we at Sativa Solutions came to make sure that we not just give these people a low we not just reduce quantity as they are reducing quantity. We make sure we increase quality, and not just only increase quality, we make sure we increase it in quantity and give them what can also make them to fund their other needs, because man on itself has different lot of other needs. He has to feed, he has to clothe, he has to do all sort of things. But now putting food in place, that's why we came as Sativa Solutions, to put this in place to help our customers, to help our clients also. So we also co-create of new meals. Yes, we co-create of new meals, and we are dedicated assistants. Just like I told you, we have a forum whereby we get to meet with our customers, we get to meet with our clients, we get to meet with the people, yes, to know their feedback. Yes, and we also have what we call communities concept teams. These are people that actually go out to get the feedback for us. That is actually what we do. And also we have our channel. How, you may ask, how do we intend on doing this, or how have we done this in the past? We have the direct sales. Yes, we also have the end paid media. That's we do also the brand awareness, where we go online to advertise. Out of this online also, we also have the food blogs, just like I told you in the scratch. We have the newspapers, and we have the magazines where we put our ads on this. So this is not just something that is so local down, it's something that is transmitted on a daily basis. And this we do on a daily basis. Like I told you earlier, the food, we have food consultants, and this is what they do. Food vendor, this is what they do. We have a customer segment for food trucks or market vendors who want to transition into brick and mortar. Yeah, these are actually how we segment our market. We also have work with individuals with a rice production idea. You discover that a lot of people with price production idea, but no formal experience. So rather than these people just go on like that, we actually impute them into our team. Just like we also build a team. We also impute them into our team to work for us with the idea, because ideas are very important. So we bring them into where we have a company, and how we work with it, because we, just like I told you, we use the adverts, we use the media, and which we are the main reason for coming up with Sativa Solutions is to give not just quality but quantity. So when these people brings up the ideas, good ideas, we see how to work together, thereby reducing our competitors, reducing competitions and so many other things, factors. So they come up, and then we come up together with ideas and go all in one in with the name of Sativa Solutions, and go out and win in the market space. We also have our cost structure, which we rent equipment and farm space and equipment costs. We also our salaries are based on advertising fee, PR marketing fee, and just like I told you earlier, we also have the POS systems farms. Now, our revenue streams, we do renting upfront for that's monthly fee, charge to concept teams for mining space. Yeah, our mining space, we rent it and we do our upfront delivery. Also, we have what we call the equity ownership of concept teams, and we have the partner recommendation fee. And when partner, because we get recommended, just like I said, we offer not just quantity but quality. Not just quantity but quality. We have government officials around us, so when we recommended, we get a fee for this. We also have what we call the revenue share model of rice production and sales to patrons. So with this at Sativa Solutions, coming to know this, all right, so we're coming to Hultprize to actually want to get funding to increase better, not just only in our small locality, but also to get across to the big part of the world. So we at Sativa Solutions, we're looking on to expand our rice production company to not just only be in our local city, but also to be in other parts of the world. And with this, we ask that $1 million be given to us to help us achieve this plan, and with an equity of 20% of the business. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Sativa Solutions, for your amazing presentation. And this this happens to look like a really nice and profitable venture. So thank you so much for that presentation, and a feedback will be provided on this presentation within the week. Thank you so much, the team, for putting this together. So yeah, in Sativa Solutions, like you mentioned, that the 20% of equity, 20% of equity be shared. So
Yes.
what do you mean by that?
Okay. 10% of equity in that on every sales that actually comes in into the month, our investors can actually have advantage to this. That is, since their money is actually in this place, they will actually get 20% of the business.
Okay. So more like a franchise. So is that what you mean?
Actually,
More like like
no,
more like a franchise? Okay.
not really. Actually, get 20% of the business, yes, because yeah, the aim of actually every investor is to actually earn from every business. So they'll get 20% from this, from the business. Yeah.
Okay, great. Um, yeah, we didn't get to see the, how innovative yours would be, because in Nigeria in particular,
Okay.
it has been production of rice.
Okay.
Many persons are producing, many people are selling out, and some.
Okay.
Um, we don't know recently if there has been some exportations of rice from Nigeria. So,
Okay.
according to the research, can
Mm,
you tell us if there is any recent exportation of rice outside
of
Nigeria?
rice. Yes, there is exportation of rice from Nigeria out of the country. But now we at Sativa Solution to make this, just like I said, there are so many people, or there are so many others doing this. But we at Sativa Solutions, we make sure that we also export. That's why we seek for getting to go global and also export this to. That's where the place of the investors actually help us to move in this.
Okay, that's awesome. So, how many population? What's the number of population do you think your business venture can feed within the course of, let's say, about 3 years?
Okay.
for a start?
Sorry, can you repeat that again? Thank you.
Like, how many numbers of
Okay.
persons in the population can this business venture feed within the course of the operation? Let's say for a startup,
Okay.
within first or 3 years of production, how many number of persons do you think it could feed?
All right. That's a beautiful question. First of all, I want to make claim to know that half of the population of the world eats rice, and half of the full of the population is 7.8 billion, and half is 3.4 billion. So, in the next 3 years, since three half of the population of the world eats rice, 3.8 billion, based on research, for in the next 3 years, we're looking on to getting over 200 million people eating the rice of Sativa Solutions.
Okay, great.
Yes.
That's awesome. So thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. We
Yeah,
really,
thank you,
really
ma'am.
appreciate it. Is there any other contribution from the team? The team members, if you have any contributions to that, that would be great. But if none, thank you so much for the incredible presentation, Sativa Solution. Now we move
Yeah.
over to the next team, which is the Any Empire.
Okay. Good evening, all.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
You're welcome, Any Empire.
Thank you. Happy Sunday to us all.
Wishing you the same.
Okay. Please, Ma, can you help share our slide?
All right, great. Give me a moment.
All right. Thank you. Hello, Ma.
So
Are you there?
yes, yes, almost. Are the teams ready?
Yeah, here we are ready. We are
Are your
here.
team members here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right, here we go. Ekik Boost. This is your presentation. The platform is yours, and
Okay.
the floor is yours as well.
All right. Thank you, Ma. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
we can.
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
Okay. Thank you. I needed to get to hear the audience first before I begin my statement. Before I start, I will start by introducing the team. My name is Enomfon Etimewetting. I'm the team lead of Ekic Boost, and with me I have Kevin Alu, David, and I have Inimbo Udoite, and I have Ebata Godfrey. We are a dynamic, young, and change makers, which we have come together in order to settle the health issues that have been ravaging among the human race, the health human race. Over 60 years back, like 60 decades back, it's been recorded that man has been fighting, tackling the health issue among man. And to record the death count among man, most are always recorded on the death, on the issues of health. And this has given us a drive and a boost for us to go into Ekic Boost. What does Ekic Boost do? Ekic Boost is targeted at tackling the health imbalance among human race of poor diet, loss of appetite, dysphagia, difficulty or in swallowing, low immune and surgery patients with cut through mass cultivation of mushroom, and in turn producing a multifunctional natural product called Mush Super Boost for healthy lifestyles and healthy weight diet, thereby improving the blood sugar control, cut, and protect against cancer and heart diseases. What am I trying to explain? Over the years, we have been suffering from health issues. There have been a lot of health products out there. But what are we trying to do? We're trying to come out with a new innovative, looking at mushroom. We all know what mushroom does. If although to all of us, me in person until now, we had relegated mushroom to the background. We had relegated mushroom for the poor. And this mushroom has become a kind of a waste bin. It grows anywhere, because we thought it's a fungi that has no use. But we have come in terms after a lot of research to discover that the health benefit of mushroom, what it contains, the magnitudes of the proteins, the cholesterol, and all the nutrients that are there in mushroom. So we had to, since the theme of this very competition said food for good, we thought of what could make life more easier in terms of health. We thought of what could make life more easier, what we could do to reach out even to the commonest man on the street, even to the commonest man. Because now we're looking at now, there's how someone might eat. You might take a food and maybe due to the imbalance of the food diet, that's not food at all. So now, hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
So now we are producing a boost supplement from mushroom, which has other nutrients inside of it, from the boost supplement, which has other nutrients inside of it. Okay, now what is the problem that we are solving? The problem among the human race, the health human race, we have poor dieting, we have loss of appetite, we have dysphagia, that is difficulty in swallowing, we have low immune, we have surgery failure, we have weight management. All of these are the problem that is surrounding the health issue of man. It is not just about eating, but it is about balancing the diet of what you are eating. And now we are bringing out a solution from the waste of mushroom, the mushroom that we're going to grow. We're bringing out a solution from that, producing a supplement that can actually go for at least the lowest man out there on the street, to tackle and save life out there. This supplement has its different segments, which we have to look at it now. That is, who are we targeting out of this? We are producing a supplement for health balance. Then who are we targeting? Our target audience is the hospitals, the health centers, the pharmaceutical outlets, the private individuals, business organizations, orphanage homes, schools, and as well as the NGOs, because most of these NGOs, since it has to do with community service and deals with the orphanage homes and deals with the vulnerable societies, they are our main target, and our unique selling point and our uniqueness in this thing is multi-purpose function. How is it multi-purpose function? This our supplement is going to solve a lot of things, like I further mentioned before now. like I further mentioned before now, for poor dieting, someone, might eat food but does not understand the balanced diet of what it eating. This a lot of this has caused malnutrition among men, loss of appetite. There's out someone, you were supposed to eat out of one or two things, and you totally lost your appetite. And staying hunger brings another thing, and we know what hunger can cause. That's an ulcer. Our supplement is going to solve this. Difficulty in swallowing. A lot of persons out there have this sore throat and teeth pain and all those things. Low immune system. This has been one of the things that is eating up a lot of men. These things have been able to shatter a lot of wombs. Low immune system, surgery failure. A lot of persons die in the aspect of surgery, not because the surgery failed, but because of the cut during the surgery. There are people that actually, when the wound dies off, before in some days' time, the wound has to open again. Our supplement is providing all this. That is why I said our supplement is kind of multi-purpose function. Before I had to go and explain all this, it is multi-purpose function. It's solving all this. Our products serve as antioxidants. An antioxidant is a kind of medicine that fights against cells mass production, that fights against every disease that grows in the cells. It's a plant-based diet. That's the plant-based diet means it is a natural source. This fungus, the main important things about fungus feed from other plants. You will see that fungus, they don't just grow on their own. You might see them grow from the tree. You might see them grow from waste bin. How do they grow? They grow from eating waste fungi. They grow from eating waste. They tap from the nutrients of those waste and grow. You see them growing from the tree. They don't just grow from there, but they tap the nutrients from the tree and grow. That is why I say plant-based diet, because there are natural creativity. How is it creativity now? The creativity, that's our uniqueness. The creativity in our idea is that, we are bringing out the products from what we had relegated to the dust, from what we had thrown to the background, from what men think is only for the poor people, from what we just thought it is only just nothing. It does not just make any sense. We think it is just a kind of, it is only for the poor, because there's one thing about life. People think to, appreciate what comes out very clean and clean. So now that is the creativity that we are trying. Rebranding. We are rebranding mushroom into a uniqueness of supplement that can actually go for the health benefit of all, through what I had afford mentioned now. Our competitors out there, we have this Biolin International. A Biolin International is a kind of industry that deals with supplement as well, but we still have our uniqueness. Biolin deals with a product that actually solves one or two things. For more research, we can also find it out. This AHCC supplement, has its own function, but not as much that has multifunctional, essence. We have chai tea. Chai tea, we all know what chai tea is. Chai tea is mostly used for weight diet and weight loss and all those things. Now, these are our competitors. And what our competitive advantage? Our competitive advantage is ability to produce and sell at low cost. Like I further mentioned, I said our product is going to go even to the least man out there on the street, selling at low products. Now there's how a commonest man might have only 100 naira in his pocket. How is he going to survive with 100 naira to balance his diet? This is the main. Buying like a bread of 50 naira, or buying a bread of 30 naira, or biscuit and a pure water, you can actually reach out to get our supplement for at least at low as 50 naira. That is the ability to produce and sell at low cost, to make sure that because what we are solving, we are dealing with the masses. When it comes to health, it is what concerns every person. It is what concerns all at the masses. It does not have a class to contend. It does not have a class to not, contend with. But we are solving a health issue that has to do with the global, masses. So now our competitive advantage is to produce, and sell at low cost, like I just further explained now, and giving us an example how a commonest man with 100 naira can actually feed and have a balanced diet with our products with him. Then the multifunctional purpose had further explained this multifunctional purpose, solving each of these things, each of these problems. Mushroom has a whole lot of, a large compound of nutrients. These are things that we do not know. These are things that we had relegated to the room. This is the food that we thought it is only for a special class of person, like a low class of people, and no. now we're bringing out these things now. And now a competitive advantage, brand and customer service. Our brand and customer service, like we say, to brand mushroom to something that it can bring out the uniqueness in it, because customer service, how are we going to be able to, push and pursue our customer service? These are our competitive advantage, our customer service, like what we say, the least price and so business connection, creating connections from other sources, creating connection from other links of business. It's also our uniqueness. Then we, as a business student, for us to achieve a sustainable business advantage, now our business model is centered on business advantage is centered on that's economically, socially, and environmentally. On this we have to come up with a SWOT analysis instead of using the personal analysis that has to do with economic, personal analysis that has to do with economic, political, and so. We have to come up with SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis explains more and give us the strength for sustainability. That is why we had to come up with it, because any business that you're going into that you do not bring into idea and do not bring into realization the how this business is going to be sustained, it doesn't just make an idea at all. So we now look at our sustainability ways of how to achieve this business, and these are our ideas. We have like our strengths, our strengths to deal with. We have quality staff, we intend to bring in the best of staff, the best of staff. This is our strength, we have high technology equipment, we have a United Nations empowerment, which is what we are here now for. We have these passionate employees, people that are ready to work, people that, not the kind of people, not worker X, not this what we are looking at worker high why, these passionate employees. Then support of the host community, these are things for us to be able to achieve a sustainable idea here. We must get the support of the host community. This is our strength, and we have our unique point, like our father said, for us to be able to get them in to work with us. Effective implementation of customer relationship. Our customer relationship, that's management and customer relationship management, that's and corporate social responsibility. What that has to do now, our strength there is that we're going to be able to initiate this community. We're going to be able to lecture this community and take them on corporate social responsibility and how waste management can be achieved. And so then we also there now we still have our weakness, for us to be able to attend to sustainability in our business ideas. We also have our weakness, government regulation. We know how far the government is. We might set up an idea today, tomorrow government brings in their own, they have altered everything. So this is our weakness, in what we are trying to do for us to achieve a sustainability. That high taxation rate, you might start from small, and at the point that the government sees that you are growing, they bring in a high taxation rate. They will say, okay, fine, this is how your tax is being done, this is how your tax is done. This happens to be our weakness. And then we have forward network in rural community. Our business is cited on the rural community because this is where we want to grow, this is where we want to develop. So all this has to do with our weakness. Looking at our opportunity, we have access to capital from the Hultprize, which is the race that we are here now. This is also an opportunity. That is why we have come out with this. Then looking at one of our opportunities too is new innovation. Like I further said, new innovation. They have never been a product like this. If it had existed somewhere or so I think Africa is one of the countries. Is one of the continent that are being recorded to suffer a whole lot from health issues. Because now what we do, we deal more on consumer economics than to innovate, than to generate. We do not think outside the box like with the white people do. This is the problem that we are facing. And now, being a change maker, we have come together and cited an opportunity from this new innovation from mushroom, like I said, a relegated food. We have thought it's nothing good, then our next opportunity is government grant. As soon as we start this and government sees that the idea and our business idea is scalable and is selling, we're going to have a lot of government grants and so, which we know a lot of them to get in touch with. This is the opportunity we are looking at. And where is our trade looking at now? Our trade is new entrance to the market. We actually know we are coming into the market new. This is why we have to bring in our uniqueness, our selling points. This is one of our traits, new entrants to the market, competitors. We have people's like competitors that already have supplement, even though our supplement has to do with multifunctional uses, but we already have companies that have, these products, like I further mentioned before now, unfavorable weather condition. Weather condition here in Africa, we know how far the whole thing is. And so all this happens to be our SWOT and analysis for us to be able to assess a sustainable business idea, like I further said. Our product is segmented here, like we have the mushroom powder, that is the super boost. We have the picture of mushroom here, like we see here that the picture of mushroom is over here. Then we have this mushroom super boost. This super boost, like I further say now, this our product is going to be segmented in different ways. Like I further give us an example from how a commonest man on the street can survive with 100 naira, at least at most with 100 naira with our product. This is these other ones here are our products. Something edible with something that can be taken instantly. You do not need to say, I want to add it, I should be able to cook before I use this supplement. It's not just mainly for cooking. You can actually take it in a space like, we have there's this which example of this stuff that I should use, that we can actually go into a store and actually get, and just turn it to our mouth. And this is what we are trying to look at: product segmentation. Supplement for adults. We will have supplement for adults, like what we have here in this very container here, and so products for teenagers, like what we have here. Products for supplement for infants. You can actually get this instead of it getting a sweet of 5 naira or so. You can actually get this and put in the food back of your daughter or your son or whatever. If she or she is going to school, as she's taking her lunch or she's taking her breakfast, she can actually turn this and drink it as a kind of supplement to balance our diet. All these are our products. This is how our product is being segmented. Going to our next slide, our key partners. Who is our key partners? We're looking at our key partners here now. Commercial farmers are our key partners, because now to grow mushroom, we want to use waste management, a method of waste management to grow mushroom. Who are our key partners? Commercial farmers, most especially the palm producers. Because now the palm waste, after producing palm, a lot of these persons waste palm waste. They do not know, or a lot of them set fire for it. Mostly it is being known for setting fire. People say, oh, after producing my palm waste, I just throw it away. I use it for palm to put fire. And so now this, we're going to partner with these people to get the palm shaft, the palm waste shaft, and the water that they have produced. These are the natural ways that we're going to produce and grow our mushroom. Another key partner here is relevant bodies such as the Bank of Agriculture. Yeah, the Bank of Agriculture is going to be our key partners in such a way that they're going to help out in one or two fundings and one or two financial assistance. Bank of Industries, we know what the Bank of Industry do. Food industries are going to be our key partners, because we're going to be making supplies of our products to them, to be able to make sure that they do not just get stressed in how to get this and this and this and this and this to balance their food. But with our product, they can actually have a balanced food diet from one product. Research institute, these are going to be our key partners too, as well as to be able to achieve more outcomes, to deal with things we are dealing with globally. Research institute too, because as they are doing more research on health, they are giving us more insight on how to grow and bring more innovations to our ideas. And then others manufacturing companies, we have a whole lot of others manufacturing companies. Host community as well, because the host community is going to play a whole lot of part here. No, then the next slide, we have our key activities. Our key activities, the first thing we're going to achieve is to grow the mushroom. Like I said, using shafts, waste pass shaft to grow the mushroom, processing the mushroom into supplements, community waste management, education, and advocacy as part of corporate social responsibility. This is the key point. Community waste management. Like I said, a whole lot of these farmers, these local farmers, do not know. Most of them think the shafts they produce from palm oil. I've actually experienced this. I have just a small, let me just say, a mini milling industry here. What they do, as soon as this shaft is done, they have a whole lot of them packed there. Either they burn it month to month, or maybe they just leave it there to dry up, and the villagers come packing it to go make fire from it. And these are things that we're looking at. These are key activities that we're looking at. We're going to be able to initiate them. We're going to be able to train them. We're going to be able to educate them on this waste management, on how they can grow. And these farmers, they are going to actually benefit from it. Benefiting from it is not that we're going to be going there to pick those things. They're going to be benefiting from it financially, because this is going to be a kind of source of generating another form of revenue from them, from those shops. Instead of them throwing it in, they can bring it in for us to grow our mushroom. Then looking at our suppliers as well. Looking at our suppliers as well, we have the commercial and local farmers. They're going to be our suppliers as well. We have our Benue State local farmers. Benue State is close to our locations here. We are here sited at Cross River State, mostly that's Ogoja. Yeah, the center of, at least talking of Cross River State, we know where the center of food and, agriculture is being based. We have just local farmers, and we have other local farmers in this agricultural producing state. We have agricultural producing state in the aspect of this farm producing state. We have Ekiti State, we have Akwa Ibom State, we have Cross River State here as our host, and we have other states across the east part of it. Then chain of distribution. How are we going to be able to achieve this? We have retail shops that we are doing. That is the direct selling. We have the wholesale business shops, and as well, so we're going to be having this indirect sales that we might come to you and say, "Ma, have you heard of our product?" We're going to keep our product by the site as well, to be able to grow it. We have individuals, we have hospitals, and we have corporate firms, like for that state. And the next slide here, we have a cost structure. We have the land, the buildings. You can see some images that we are using there. We have the land, the building structure, we have the equipment, plant, machineries, furnitures, power supply, and we have also power supply. We have stocks, we have license, we have NAFDAC, we have CAC registration, taxation. All of this has to do with our cost structure. Now, looking at this vehicle, we have this here, Mosh Super Boost. We have this other one to mobile store. This mobile store is going to be used for direct buying outside the ones you're buying from our company. So our marketer is going to be using this one direct buying from this one that has mobile store. This one is our supply van. Then if any customer needs our product, we supply this one. Why this one is mainly for direct buying. So looking at that now, we come over here to our revenue projections. Our business is estimated for $1 million to scale and achieve the desired cultivation that we want to achieve. And with this, we have to look at the key activities and key things that we'll purchase out of it here. We have the purchasing of key resources such as the land, equipment, and building structures, and so on, the machineries, including manpower and license. It's not assumed that we are going to make use of the entire $1 million. No, because we have other miscellaneous, we have other functions that might not come in. We have other things that we might not remember to do. That is why we have the key things listed here. So that our estimating our business to $1 million does not mean we are going to be able to use all of this. So that's why we say Ekiboost is projected to generate in 1 year a revenue of $700,000. That's a 70% gross profit of what we have estimated. Then in year two, we are projecting to get that $1,100,000, and as well as in year three, revenue projected at $1,500,000. This is how we have been able to, bring up our revenue projection. How are we going to be able to achieve this revenue projection? Estimating a business for $1 million, to achieve it, a desired cultivation and all these things and require all these things. I say we're going to have some leftover for miscellaneums and other things that we'll be able to need, and that means we are not using the entire money to go into the business. And so now, in year one, if we are to invest, like let's just say $700,000, right? If we are to invest that, we are having a 70% cross profit of it from all our sales deduction after the cross profit to the net profit. This is our generated revenue for year one. and as well as year two, reinvesting. While we are reinvesting, we have other things. We have fixed assets already. So now we are not reinvesting up to the amount because our fixed asset is there already. So this thing is not eating us much more now. So now in year three, we are reinvesting again to get this very protected year. So this is how our business revenue has been able to, we have been able to project it in the next 3 years. Coming to our summary, let me round up here. In the world so far, we have an entire population of currently by the UN satellite recording population. It shows that 7.5, the population during by October 2020 is 7.5 billion of persons in the world. Then research also showing it that about 690 million people globally suffered from malnutrition, low immune system, loss of appetite, dysphagia, surgery failure, and so on and so on. This is to show us that the health sector is more that man should center more on. If 690 million persons suffer from 7.5 billion, that is to show that that's to show the failure that we are facing in the health sector. So now, to summarize it now, EquiBoost is a proposed company whose main aim is to tackle the problem of health imbalance and poor dieting and improve among the human race, and thereby improve the healthy living lifestyle among the human race, hence achieving a healthy life balance for all. With our products, Much Super Boost supplement. Thank you all. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Wow,
Yeah.
that was a beautiful presentation from Eki Boost.
Thank you, ma.
And I'm really interested, not just about um, having mushroom as, as an improvisation for meat. Use mushroom in place of meat, which is very healthy. I've tasted that. But rebranding it into another form of products is really, really interesting. So I look forward to, seeing what Eki Boost and the Mosh Boost is going to look like. So you actually hit all the points, highlighting your strengths, your weaknesses, and if I were to be an investor and knowing where my money goes, because every investor is interested in profit. Okay, nobody wants to
Yes,
invest
that's true.
in a business that will not bring profit. So for you to generate about 700 million US dollars in your first year shows that the business is a sustainable one, and we look forward to seeing how that is going to happen and how that goes. So for your strength, and it's also very important highlighting who your competitors are, identify your competitors, and know how to prepare yourself, because there is no business on the planet right now that is not in existence. We only do the most part of it to reinnovate it and make, okay, the previous one, um, the new one much better than the previous ones. In Nigeria, we have so many network providers. We have MTN, we have Glo, we have Airtel, we have Etisalat, we have Nine Mobile, you have all of that. So what makes MTN different from Etisalat, or what makes Airtel different from MTN? Why would people want to have MTN more than Airtel? That's what innovation is. That's what sustainability is in a business. Two-person can be selling Garis, but one would tend to have more customers than the other. Have you thought about that? Because of the power of branding, the power of innovation, the power of packaging, the power of creativity in business. In business, you have to be very creative. So thank you so much, Eki Boost. I think the question that I have in mind, you have addressed them. You have addressed them. So we we are hoping for the best and wish you all success. Do as Cecilia, Ode Cecilia, do you have questions?
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, my question here is about Equibus, and I went through and I was listening to everything he was saying, and he made mention of their target area. I don't know if actually I'm getting it right. It's Ogoja, like it's Ogoja side will be getting the motion, and other maybe places where farming is being done mostly. Am I right, Mr. Ekibu?
This is just our location, not our area. It is just our location. This is
Sorry, you said?
our base.
Well, my main question here is, you talked about getting the mushroom. Like, I well as Abuja. So people around that area makes use of mushroom as their meat. And then they make use of mushroom, especially. And this mushroom we are talking about, I think it's mostly doing falling wolves that usually grow on it. So my question is there a way, or is mushroom plantable, or are you going to plant it, or how do you intend to get the mushroom? Is it going from bush, or you have a particular area where you plant them and then you access them?
Hello, please, can you come again? I didn't get you. You were just waving from one question to the other. This was the great story.
Okay, I said my question is, I'm just hearing for the first time, like about maybe you getting the mushroom. Okay, let me just say, the way you are going to get the mushroom, is it by planting it? Because what I know about mushroom, that to my own knowledge of what I know about mushroom is usually gotten from maybe dry woods. That's during raining season. It comes up during
Okay,
season. That maybe those
okay,
falling woods from the forest and maybe
yeah, yeah.
so that's according to my own knowledge. I don't go in the rural area, but at least I know a few things about it. So do you intend to plant these mushrooms, to harvest them, to use them for your project? Or is it by going from bush to bush, or how do you intend to gather up this mushroom?
Okay, thank you for your question. Let me come in this way. Like you just given me a point that for your best idea, you only know that they grew from, from trees that are fallen. Like I thought say, I had a thought say that now that most people only think that that mushroom only grew from trees, that are fallen. We are going into cultivation. We are not just assuming the cultivation. We are aware and we know the practice that we can say. I can as well, give you a highlight of how to grow mushroom locally, not to talk of, the innovative way of how to grow mushroom from a room that you apply chemical. That one has to do with chemical. There's this chemical, there's sawwood. Let me give you an highlight of how to grow chemical in how to grow mushroom in 2 weeks. There is this way that you can grow mushroom with the sawwood. With sawwood, you know what sawwood is. After getting this sawwood, you put them in a bag, in a nylon. If you can try this out for you to know, you put them in a nylon. There is this chemical. There's this chemical. The name just escaped me now. If I can get the name, I will tell you. You put the chemical to the sawdust, to the sawwood, and mix them together and apply. And,
Found.
eh?
It's found.
Hello, hello.
Please go on. We can hear you. Go on.
I'm still here.
Okay, so how do they grow? When you tie it, the heat, you yourself, the chemical inside is generating the heat. and the water you have applied there, you will see that in this time there will be this the inside the bag, there will be this like a kind of sweat, like you're putting something inside, you tie it and you see sweat. In few days time, because that bag you're going to boil it, you're going to be making holes from that bag. In few days time, you will see your mushrooms start growing. How are they growing? They are growing from those chemicals. Those chemicals are mainly separately used for mushroom growing. You don't use it for anything. That is the way that I've shown you how to grow the mushroom. This other way, the natural way of we are growing mushroom from the waste shafts of palm fruit, it's the one I'm telling you now. You only know that mushroom grow on their own, and when you're asking if we're going to be going from bush to get them, no, we are growing mushroom from our natural way, getting shafts from farmers, from palm producing farmers, getting shafts from them. When we get these shafts, we actually know how to produce them from. If let me just give you a clue on how to produce these things from. A salt. Salt is one of the ingredients that is needed in it. There's this water, the wastewater that they produce. There's this. I don't know if you are aware or if you have seen where they produce where they produce oil from. Those water that they wash those oil. For you to produce and process oil, there's different methods and different steps that are needed to be taken. So most of these things is what. So that was why I said our main suppliers are the local farmers, the palm producing farmers. Getting an hectares of land with a supply of palm shafts, we can actually grow our mushrooms. Water is there and the salt is there. We do not, for our own natural way of growing the mushroom is the salt. The salt is what the other people use as that chemical I told you of. So I've been able to give you two examples of how to grow mushroom from the technological way that is put in a sack, put in a bag and boil it and apply the chemical with the salt wood and allow it to for this your mushroom will start growing. And from this other one, from the shafts of palm fruit that they are producing palm oil from, you apply, you sprinkle your salt there. You can test run it in your location for our idea and for my explanation to be test proven. You can try it there. If you have a palm front shaft there, you can try it there. And so that is the way that we're going to grow it. We are not going from bush to bush.
Yeah, hello, it's Godfrey Michael speaking. Just to buttress what my presenter has just said, mushroom is something that people get coincidentally. Even the farmers are not sure of when and how to get mushroom. They just go to their farms and they find it coincidentally. That's why it is not always readily available for people to use, except when you go to the market and you find it, you just buy it. It's not something that you can just say, okay, I'm going over here to buy mushroom. But we have been able to carry out extensive research to know that there's a way that we can actually grow this mushroom on our own. So that's how we are going to be getting it. We're not getting from farmers. We're going to grow them by ourselves and use them for our production. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I understand better. Because sorry, my question is kind of stressful. I don't know what to say, but thank you very
Oh,
much.
it's okay. It's okay. Feel free to ask all your questions, all the pressing questions that you might have. Ask your questions. Thank you so much for the amazing presentation by Ekig Boost. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
If you
ma'am.
have your questions, please ask them or you can leave them at the chat box. Thank you, everyone. So, do we have any team that's ready for us today? Any other team that's ready to present today? All right. If there is none, thank you guys for your presentation. It was really, really a beautiful one. And we'll get back to you within the week to let you know what we've the judges have decided on.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Success and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Wish you the same.
All right. Bye.